Here's something that might shock tennis fans. While everyone's been obsessing over the Big Three's dominance, a new generation is quietly staging a revolution at the US Open. And it's happening right under our noses. Alex de Minaur just delivered a masterclass performance that has tennis purists divided. The 8th-seeded Australian absolutely dismantled qualifier Leandro Riedi with a devastating 6-3, 6-2, 6-1 victory on Monday, securing his spot in the US Open quarterfinals. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite this being de Minaur's 6th major quarterfinal appearance, meanwhile, Felix Auger-Aliassime is writing his own compelling narrative. The 25th-seeded Canadian conquered Andrey Rublev in straight sets, posting an impressive 7-5, 6-3, 6-4 victory during a match at Arthur Ashe Stadium that lasted just over 2 hours. And this is the part most people miss. Auger-Aliassime had only managed to defeat Rublev once before in their previous 8 encounters, making this triumph even more significant. At 25 years old, Auger-Aliassime has now reached his 4th Grand Slam quarterfinal, officially surpassing Denis Shapovalov to claim the 2nd most quarterfinal appearances by any Canadian male player in history. Only Milos Raonic, with his 10 quarterfinal showings, stands ahead of him in the Canadian tennis record books. But here's what makes this upcoming de Minaur versus Auger-Aliassime quarterfinal absolutely fascinating and potentially explosive. De Minaur didn't mince words when analyzing his Canadian opponent's strengths, acknowledging the mountain he'll need to climb. Felix represents exactly the type of player that keeps everyone on edge because his peak performance level reaches incredible heights, de Minaur explained with characteristic honesty. When confidence flows through his game, he transforms into an almost unbeatable force. This week, he's clearly operating at that dangerous level, wielding multiple weapons that can destroy any opponent. The Australian continued his tactical breakdown. His serve commands respect. His forehand can end points instantly, and he constantly seeks opportunities to dominate rallies. My entire strategy revolves around disrupting his natural rhythm and preventing him from imposing his aggressive style on our encounter. Auger-Aliassime, for his part, expressed satisfaction with his hard-fought victory over the 15th-seeded Russian, especially considering their lopsided historical matchup. Once I captured that opening set, I sensed complete control over the match dynamics, he reflected. This represents a genuinely satisfying victory when you consider our previous head-to-head record and acknowledge Rublev's exceptional abilities. This quarterfinal appearance marks Auger-Aliassime's return to major tournament prominence after a lengthy drought. His last Grand Slam quarterfinal came at the 2022 Australian Open, where he suffered a heartbreaking collapse, surrendering a commanding 2-set advantage to eventual champion Daniil Medvedev. De Minaur's achievement carries its own historical significance for Australian tennis. He becomes the first Australian male player to reach back-to-back US Open quarterfinals since the legendary Lleyton Hewitt accomplished this feat during his remarkable 7-year streak from 2000 through 2006. Meanwhile, Riedi's incredible journey deserves recognition despite his elimination. Ranked 435th globally, the Swiss qualifier became the lowest-ranked male player to advance to a major tournament's round of 16 since Richard Krajicek's stunned. Here's my question for tennis fans. Are we witnessing the beginning of a genuine changing of the guard, or will these emerging stars continue falling short when the pressure reaches its peak? Does de Minaur's quarterfinal consistency actually mask a concerning inability to elevate his game when it matters most? And is Auger-Aliassime's resurgence genuine, or just another false dawn in his up-and-down career? Share your thoughts. Are you team new generation arising, or team same old story?